welcome, everyone and all.
Hello. Okay,
All
there
right.
we go, Instagram.
Oh, and Instagram
Okay,
too.
Today we are talking about the next generation NCLEX.
Yes. So,
The NGN, if you were curious.
thank you all for joining. It has been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Lots has been happening. Lots has been going on.
We are we do not have the flu anymore, thankfully.
So
That was a
those
rough
that
go.
know what was going on, we were the sickness descended upon the household. But yeah, I think we're back up. We're back up and running. So thank you guys. For those that don't know who we are, what we are, when we are, who, what, when, where, how we are,
I
how
don't
we
know,
are, we're
what is
doing well.
Instagram doing?
You requested.
Are we-
What? Oh,
This
okay,
is
done.
weird.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
weird.
Instagram just had me go through like a whole live tutorial for some reason. Sorry, everyone.
All right,
That was
so
weird.
this is the nursing school show, right? This
Yes.
is still the nursing school show.
Nursing school
Still
show.
the nursing school
Hey,
show.
I think we will do
Yes.
seasons. What do you think? Do you think we can
Yeah,
do seasons of the nursing school
Sure.
show, like a live show? And
Live
then
show. Season, what season
we
are we?
can-
Season 2, maybe? We'll
Season
just start at a
2.
random number. Season 2.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good idea if we go for a few weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe I don't know, we'll see. Maybe
Okay.
we'll take a season break, but
We'll see. We'll see.
I
What
like
do you guys
the
think?
idea of having seasons of
Okay.
a live show. Tell me what
Just-
you think.
Yeah.
Hi, Marfa Joes. Welcome.
All right. Well, that's Christina.
Hello.
I am Matthew. We're talking about the NGN,
Hi, Maris.
otherwise known as the Next Generation NCLEX.
Yes.
That's where we left off. So
Yeah.
we were talking about the NCLEX and NCLEX tips, tricks, and all that you need to know about the NCLEX. And then we decided, you know what? There is this thing called the NGN coming out, and
We're
we should
gonna
talk
do
about
it.
that. So yes, let us talk about that.
And this was like 3 weeks ago. I thought you were gonna say, and then we decided to get the flu, so we were.
And
gone
then we
for 3
decided to
weeks.
get the flu or something.
Then
Some
our
kind of
toddler decided to get the
plague-like
flu.
thing.
I was actually wondering that since like all the stuff happening in the world that we can't say on YouTube, all the things. Are you allowed to say plague anymore?
Yeah, you can
Like-
say all the things.
Like
I think
jokingly, can you say yes? I got the plague.
I don't think
Because
that they even
we
care about
were
the other one.
so sick, you guys. We were so sick. Everyone except for this guy, which is
I made it through.
so good because I don't know how we could have done it without you being,
it was
rough.
yes.
If you were not following on Instagram, I actually went to the ER to get fluids because I was so dehydrated. I was so sick. Our kids were so sick. I don't think I've ever been that legitimately sick before in my life.
It was
So-
touch and go there for a little bit,
Yeah.
guys. Touch and go.
Not quite touch and go. But I did not know how painful dehydration is. So
Mhm.
there is my little nursing takeaway.
Mhm.
I gotta tell you, now I really know. Like when you deal with patients, peripheral neuropathy is a real bummer, let me just tell you. So I have if you were here last time, a couple of things. The NGN, the Next Generation NCLEX, is the brand new NCLEX, obviously, for 2023. So a year from now, if you are taking the NCLEX, you are going to take the NGN, the Next Generation NCLEX.
Mhm.
So don't freak out. It's going to be awesome. You're going to do great. So here's the good news. Nursing content has not changed. So it's not like they're changing the NCLEX and all of a sudden there's all these new things to learn in nursing and your program's not preparing you. No, that's not how it is. So just remember that what you're learning in nursing school is what they are going to test you on the new NCLEX, the Next Generation NCLEX, the NGN. Okay, so don't freak out about it. I've had so many students ask, kind of just, those freak out questions like, oh no, what do I do because everything's changing? Yes, everything's changing, But, okay, here's also the thing, is, like, if you're in nursing school, you haven't taken the NCLEX before. So how do you know if it's, So it's almost like, okay, well, why do we even
Just
care
don't worry
if it's
about it.
changed?
Just,
Don't worry about it. Nursing content is nursing content, okay? So that is not changing. What you were learning in nursing school is going to prepare you for the NGN. Now, with that said, there are several changes to, like, item questions that they will use on the new test. So we're going to go through that. I first want to say, though, I have a PDF of all of this that I want to send to you. So if you just DM me on Instagram, I will send it to you. DM me, just tell me you want the NCLEX PDF or whatever. Just tell me you were on the live and I'll send it to you. So I have it here because I can't, like, post. It's on my computer, so I can't post it. Like, I can't put the link in the comments or anything because it's on my computer here. We're using a different computer there, so sorry. But go to my Instagram at nursingsos and then DM me and I will send you the PDF with the kind of breakdown of the new test questions, like item questions that they're going to be using on the NGN.
I know, it's actually pretty cool, and I was just thinking, I'm wondering, like, it's just a different way of trying to simulate real life examples, but it's actually kind of cool what technology is now and the different kinds of questions it can test or use. And I know it kind of seems easier. We'll see, but
it's different, definitely. I mean, so here's the big thing is you get partial credit for select all and apply questions. Thumbs up for that one. Who's excited for partial credit? So I wish I had partial credit. The NCLEX. That would have been great. So that's the good news. The bad news is that there are now more options for the select all and apply. So, like, here in this example, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possibilities, like 8 answers for that select all and apply. But you select the ones that, you select all that apply, the SATA, and then you get partial credit. If you got some wrong, some right, you will get partial credit.
Christy, will Saunders or UWorld update their study systems to reflect these new question types? I don't think we know, but I would assume.
Absolutely, so, no doubt. Like, I really don't. I mean, you have to. You have to. Like, ATI and HESI, I've already heard, are. So, I mean, for sure, Saunders and UWorld are on this, I would imagine. I don't think that there would be any worry with that. And like I said, with any, here's a great point. With any, like, NCLEX, class that you take in your nursing school or anything you take to prepare you for the NCLEX, like I said before, nursing content is not changing. The pathophysiology of stroke is not changing. The nursing interventions for heart failure are not changing. The content is not changing. It's how they ask you the questions on the test that is what's changing. So as long as you understand the nursing content, as long as you understand critical thinking in nursing, as long as you are able to apply that critical thinking on your exam, you're going to be fine. You are going to be golden. So I think I really just want that to be the key takeaway for you. Of course, we are going to go through these new kind of test questions that they are going to throw at you. But the key takeaway really from this live is I don't want you to freak out. Like, I don't want you to be super anxious about it because you're going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Great.
Everyone got a smile on? Yay! Okay, so that's the first type of question that is on this list. Again, I do have a PDF that this is actually from the NCSBN, which is who puts on the NCLEX. So if you want this PDF, I want to send it to you. So just DM me on Instagram at nursingsos. Just DM me and I will send it right over after this live. Because I want you to have it. I just can't, like, post it because it's on my computer. I just can't post it on YouTube and Instagram. So extended multiple response. That is the extended select all and apply. So if you are, you come across a select all that apply question, it could have a bunch of answers, possibilities, and you obviously select all that apply. Now, the good news is that you can get partial credit, like we talked about. So that is fantastic. Partial credit on the NCLEX, yay. Who's stoked for that?
Oop.
Me. I am stoked for that. Okay, hang on.
All right. And while she's dealing with him, so since this is in essence just a bigger extended multiple response is what they're calling it. But yeah, it works the same way as a SATA. So the same tips and tricks that we have for SATA questions will also apply here.
Mm-hmm.
So just to overview that, what that is whenever you see a SATA question, this also applies to just your other exams. Just whenever you see a SATA question, how do you answer a SATA question? Well, the easiest way to do that is really treat it like multiple questions. So for however many options there are, treat it like that many questions. And what you do is you turn it into a true-false question. So you read the question, and then you look at the first selection, first option, and see if that's true or false. If true, mark it. If false, don't mark it. And then read again, and then do the same for all the options. So basically treat it like multiple questions, multiple true-false questions, and that's how you do the SATA. The SATA as it is now, the SATA in your existing exams, and this new fancy extended multiple response. Just do it that way, and you'll be fine.
Yep, absolutely. Good tips.
All right.
Good tips. So that's the first one. Extended drag and drop.
Ooh.
Now, here's a big change for this new NCLEX, the NG and the next generation NCLEX. I always want to say the new generation NCLEX, but it's not. Isn't it it's the next generation, the next gen? The new thing with this is that you are going to get more patient information. So it's very, very case study based. So right now, or previously in your nursing school exams, you were getting a little bit of patient information in each question. Like they would give you a little bit, you would get probably a paragraph of patient information and then the questions would be based off of that paragraph. Now they're going to have you kind of click through the patient's chart, basically. Kind of like what you were saying, technology is pretty amazing how they can do this.
I feel like they looked at it and said, what can we do? What new fancy things can we do with these things called computers?
Yeah.
Let's read, and I don't know when the last update was, but like it does seem like they're like, let's get all fancy and let's just see what cool things we can do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they did it well. I mean, it's like clicking through the EMR, right? The patient's medical record. So you just like click through, okay, what are their lab values? What's their health history? What's the assessment?
Yeah, so
values.
Actually here there's a screenshot. So it's what? Health history,
nurse's notes, vital sign, lab results. And that is consistent for all of them. But, I mean, maybe they don't change it. Yeah. I don't know. But, yep, so health history, nurse's notes, vital signs, laboratory results. And then you can click through all of those tabs to get more information on the patient. And then the question is going to ask you things about that information, right? Yes. So health history, nurse's notes, vital signs, lab results. So now this extended drag and drop, this is really cool. It's like they give you a list of things and then you have to prioritize nursing actions. Or, they could use this in a lot of different ways, but it's a type of item question where you're given a list and then you have to drag things from that list over to another column. Does that make sense? So it'll make more sense when I send you the PDF. Like I said, just DM me on Instagram and I will send this to you because it's actually really nice. It's going to be really nice to have this. So DM me on Instagram and I will send it to you. So drag and drop. I love pink. Hello. Any tips for ATI exams? This is going to help you for ATI exams. Glorina. Hello, my friend. Thank you for the compliment.
Glorina, your box is on its way.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Just a hello power couple. Well, thanks. You're so nice. Leadership and supervision in nursing. That's definitely going to be on the NCLEX. We actually have a video. Well, we have some inside the membership community already on like delegation and prioritization and things like that. That would be a good YouTube topic, though. I mean, if people are interested in like leadership and supervision, delegation, and whatnot. But we do have that inside the membership community. Yep. Will it help for RPN? What's RPN or LPN? Are you saying RN or LPN? RPN, unless I'm missing something and there's a type of nursing that I'm not familiar with. Yes, the membership community does. We have a lot of LPN students, LVN students, RN students. That's what we do. We teach nursing. So like I said, DM me on Instagram for this PDF because I will send it to you. So number 3, we went through so far extended multiple response, extended drag and drop. So that drag and drop, right, where you're selecting from a list and you are pulling it over to basically the other side, the other column. And then the third one is clause. I don't know if I'm ever saying this right. Close?
I don't know. I read it as close, but it's
Close?
CLOZE.
CLOZE. It's a drop down. I don't know how you say that. Close. It's a drop down, basically. So it's just where you're given a question and then you have to click the little drop down menu and choose from the drop down. That's all it is. These sound scary. They're really not. I'll send you the PDF and it's not that bad. I promise you'll do fine. As long as you know the nursing content, like I said, don't freak out about the next generation NCLEX because as long as you know the nursing content, like I said, as long as you are able to critically think and think through things and apply those things on your nursing school exams, you will do just fine.
It's really that. It's really focusing on the critical thinking. It's really focusing on the holistic, or what do you call it? Like we said, it's going to mimic a real charting.
Yeah, real situation.
Real situations.
Yeah.
Is really
they're
what
giving
it's
you a
trying
patient
to get to.
chart.
So
yeah, they're giving you a patient chart. So you have a lot more information than you did before. Yeah, which is nice. It's handy.
Concept based. That's what I was going to say.
Concept based.
It really is moving towards this idea of concept based, which is really important. So yeah, just work on your critical thinking skills and kind of teasing out the information or figuring it out rather than just straight up just memorization and regurgitation. So
regurgitation.
Yeah, it's
Don't
not
just
that
do the
anymore.
regurgitation. Nope. Then highlighting. This is really interesting, and I wonder how they're going to do this. We talked about this before. They're going to give you a paragraph, and you will need to highlight the information that's important. Which sounds pretty straightforward and like a little easier. It's like it sounds like an easier type of question. Now, I just hope that they get the technology right to where, if you miss a period or if you are supposed to highlight a space and you don't highlight a space, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you don't get the question wrong. Like, they should work out those technology blips.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, so basically they're giving you a paragraph and you're supposed to highlight something.
The important information or whatever
or
they want you to highlight. So it says, these types of items allow an individual to read a portion of a client medical record, like a nursing note or medical history, and then select the words or phrases that answer the item. So that's what it says. And like I said, so I know we have a lot of people joining now. So just, again, so you know, just DM me on Instagram, and I have this PDF here with all the new item questions. I want to send it to you, so just DM me on Instagram at NursingSOS, and I will send you this PDF. It's so helpful.
Nurut, hi, how's it going?
Hello, my friend. Okay, and then the next one is a matrix or a grid. Now, this is really cool. I actually really like this one. Oh, are you not happy about the matrix or the grid? He's not happy about the matrix or the grid. You're not happy. Oh, he's gonna cry about it. So the matrix or grid is like where you have a few columns and you have to choose. It's like a select all that apply, but with multiple columns. That's probably the best way to put it. It's like a select all that apply, but with multiple columns. So So the example is let's see what procedure looks like procedure. What nursing intervention would be helpful? Is this a expected? Is this an anticipated nursing intervention? Is it a non-essential nursing intervention? Or is it a contraindicated nursing intervention? And so for each one of them, Matthew's gonna take the baby. Okay. For each one of them, you need to, choose, is this, like, based on this patient situation, whatever the nursing intervention that they're listing, is it an anticipated one, is it non-essential, or is it contraindicated? So that's the example that they give you in the PDF. So it's basically exactly like I said, it's a select all that apply, but with 3 columns. So like I said, this is going to make a whole lot more sense when I send you the PDF. So DM me on Instagram because it's going to be so helpful. All right. But like I said, again and again and again, I do not want you to freak out about the next generation NCLEX. I do not want you to freak out about it because, like I've said 1,000 times, nursing content has not changed. It's not like overnight we suddenly decided that nursing doesn't work and, we have to change everything and change the pathophysiology of disorders has not changed. Like, nursing interventions has not changed. It doesn't work that way. So the new NCLEX, the next generation NCLEX, that's the only thing changing. The nursing content is not changing. So even though there are different item questions, that's fine. You just have to kind of practice the new types of item questions, but the content that you are learning about in nursing school has not changed. Okay? So I don't want you to freak out and think that you are not prepared for it, because you will be prepared, especially if you are a Nursing SOS member, because so many of you are on right now. You will be prepared, okay? That's a question that we've gotten several times, is will the Nursing SOS membership community help you with the next generation NCLEX? And I am so happy to say absolutely it will, because critical thinking is what we have always done. We do not just give you a list of things to memorize for, like, say, your med-surg disorders or whatever else you're learning. We don't give you things to memorize. We walk you through step by step the critical thinking behind everything that you are learning. And that is what is really going to help you so much on the next generation NCLEX, because you won't just have this surface level understanding of what's happening, but you will actually know, okay, why do we do these nursing assessments? Why do we do these nursing interventions? Why is this important? What's the pathophysiology? And how does the pathophysiology relate to everything else that, you're learning, the signs and symptoms, the assessment, the interventions? You will actually be able to put it all together and understand it as a whole, rather than just memorizing a list of signs and symptoms or memorizing a list of nursing assessments. That is not helpful for you. So that is why we teach it that way inside the Nursing SOS membership community. We walk you through the critical thinking step by step so you actually understand it. So helpful. So if you're a Nursing SOS member, a lot of you guys are, do not worry, you're going to do fantastic, of course. So like I said earlier, I have this PDF, and I think this PDF is fantastic. It's a really great breakdown of the new item questions that are going to be on the next generation NCLEX. So I want to send this to you. It's from the NCSBN. I just got it off their website. It's free for everybody, but I found it, so I can send it to you. So DM me on Instagram, and I will send this right over, okay? Now, let's see. I have questions on. Okay, someone on Instagram, D Barrick, one. Hello. Can you please send the PDF file? Yes, I can, but you will have to DM me because I can't send it right now to you on like in the comments or on the chat. So you will have to DM me. I'm sorry about that. I know it's kind of a pain to have to do it that way. You will have to DM me. And then I can send it to you because I don't have like the link. I'm on my computer and then I'm on Instagram and a different computer for YouTube. So I can't get it onto Instagram and YouTube from my computer. Is the NCLEX similar to the PN, like the the practical nursing NCLEX? I think they're both changing. To my knowledge, they are both changing. The NCLEX the NCLEX RN and the NCLEX PN. To my knowledge, both of them are changing. This is how it is for both. That is for Cinderella on Instagram. Isn't this next year exam for 2023? Ketley, yes. So the next generation NCLEX is starting next year, 2023. So if you are just starting nursing school now, if you just started in January, even if you started in the fall last year, depending on how long your program is, you will be taking the next generation NCLEX. So it will start, to my knowledge, in spring of 2023, like next year. Sahib saying, I have NCLEX and HESI soon. Awesome. So if you're in an ATI or a HESI program, you will be prepared for the next generation NCLEX, like we talked about. Let me find that comment. Christy, you asked about Saunders and UWorld. I know we talked about it, but those programs that your nursing school uses, things like, Saunders, UWorld, Kaplan, ATI, HESI, all those things, they will be creating test questions that mimic the next generation NCLEX. So I wouldn't worry if I were you. Just wait, see, those things will start to roll out very, very soon. And like we said, these are just the new item questions. So there's 5 of them: extended multiple response, extended drag and drop, the clause, this is the drop down, extended or enhanced hotspot or highlighting, and then the matrix and the grid. So those are the 5 that they're adding, or like updating, but the other ones will still be there. So you're still just going to get a regular, multiple choice question. You're still going to get just a regular SATA question, So they're just adding these types. So don't feel like your nursing school or your nursing program is not preparing you for the next generation NCLEX. If they're only giving you, multiple choice questions, that's still okay. You're still learning the content, like I said. They will just give you more information on the next generation NCLEX, so that you can be able to more critically think through things. And I am quite hopeful that your nursing schools are going to catch up to this as well very soon, so that you will start seeing these new types of item questions in your nursing school exams through your program. So I hope that helps. Do you guys have any questions about the next generation NCLEX that I can answer here on the live? I guess I have to go feed a baby in a minute and a half, but he's doing pretty good. So I want to send you this PDF. Like I said, it's really, really helpful. Really, really helpful that it gives you a really nice breakdown. Linda, are there fill in the blanks on next gen? I would believe so, because I believe there's fill in the blanks on the current NCLEX, like those calc questions and stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you do like math or something, I don't know. I remember there being fill in the blank stuff. I imagine that there's going to be on the next one as well. It's not one that's listed here. But, for dose calc questions, yeah, definitely. I mean, unless they do it as a multiple choice, I guess maybe, like, my nursing school did do fill in the blanks, for like general exams. So, I don't know. I would imagine so. But someone double check me on that. Are there fill in the blanks on the current NCLEX or the next generation NCLEX? I heard it starts of May of 2023. Cool. So yeah, spring, or I guess would that be considered summer? I don't know. Spring, so spring-ish of 2023. Select all, apply, and fill in the blank always throw us off in the final exam. I know, right? The select all, apply, and the fill in the blank. I know. The fill in the blanks can be tough because you have to, make sure that you're typing it out right on the computer too, which is kind of a pain. So again, with the highlighting, I guess that's my main concern with the highlighting questions is I just hope that the technology works, It should though, because they have a lot of time to fix it all and work out the bugs. We had a student on a couple weeks ago who had just taken the NCLEX, and she actually got some of the NGN test practice questions, like the what do they call it? Like the research part of your NCLEX. So after you take the NCLEX, you will be sometimes some students are invited to take a separate kind of answer some separate questions that are after your NCLEX, and that's just for research purposes for the NCSBN. So they are currently testing these types of questions with the current students who are taking the NCLEX. So kind of fun. So they are going to be working out the kinks through that process, which is really, really nice. Okay, friends. Next Wednesday. What are we talking about on Wednesday? Wednesday. What did I want to talk about? I think I wanted to talk about MedSurg. Wasn't that on our list? Or maybe concept maps? Who wants to talk about MedSurg or concept maps? Me. We'll see which one I choose. Concept maps, MedSurg, or maybe both of them. So we will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And, Matthew's out of frame right now because he got a baby to sleep. Sorry about that. You just got me instead. MedSurg, yay. Okay. Good. Niroot, gotcha. Yes, please. I think we could probably do both. Concept maps, MedSurg. So we'll figure it out. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, because I can do math. And I will see you guys then, okay? So, like I said, DM me on Instagram, please, because just right after this video, I will send everyone who DM'd me the PDF for the new NCLEX, the NGN. All right, my friends. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Matthew says bye. Okay. Matthew says bye-bye. Now, Instagram. Bye-bye. And YouTube.